Hi everyone, so this is Meir Ezra here, and I'm going to talk to you about success. So I've asked you about the definition of the word success. What is success? Now the definition is quite amazing, and once you get it, you will be able to create success in any field. Success is defined as the sum or the total of validated improvements. Validated is something that you look at, you say it exists, you give power to. And improvement is anything that goes a little bit more towards what you want to achieve. So success is the sum of the validated improvement. Failure is anything that has not been validated, will bring about failure. So if you look at a person, if you look at your son, if you look at yourself, and you did something good or something that got you a bit closer to where you want to be, and you did not actually report it to yourself that it has been improved, and instead you're looking at all the bad things that's happening around, what you will get is bad things, because what you put your attention on will grow. What you validate will grow. So if you validate improvements, you will get more and more and more improvement, and at the end of the day you will get what we know as success. Success is many improvements stuck one on top of each other, and all of them together is a success, because you have a kind of bad on the right hand side and good on the left hand side. And the more you put on the left-hand side of this scale, success, at one point there's a tipping point and boom, you're successful. Now, when you live through life and you hear about bad news, you tend to concentrate on bad news. You start to be worried, you start to be afraid, etc. You feel that things are bad. But if you really look, there's 7 billion people on this planet, and every day there is maybe 100 bad things that are bad that happening, but at the same time there's 1 billion good things that happening, and another 10 billion things that have no consequences. So there is so much good and so many things that happening, but somehow there is some tendency on people, because of the media and because of all kind of thing, to concentrate on bad things. If you concentrate on bad things, you'll get failure. If you concentrate on good things, you'll get success. You really have to look at any small improvement and make a big deal out of it. Like really, the more big deal you make out of an improvement, the more improvement you will get. It is even more important than the actions and anything else that's going on. If you just look at any small improvement and make it bigger, with you and with others, you will be successful. Your children will be successful. Others around you will be successful. So it's all about the validated improvements. Now, when you look at bad things, you start to kind of shy away from seeing all of these bad things. You go and you close your eyes and you don't look at life. And guess what? The only thing that can hurt you is those things that you cannot see. Because if you could see a car coming towards you, and if you could see it early enough, you could do something about it. Only when you cannot see, you can get hurt. So anything you can see really good and early, you will be in control over. So when you look at bad things, automatically you'll become more and more blind. And because of that, you get afraid, because fear is actually a state of blindness. You don't actually sense, you don't perceive. Fear is actually only a state of blindness. Blindness of the eyes, blindness of the senses. So if you hear about a lot of bad news, and if you concentrate all the time about bad news, what will happen? You will not want to hear more bad news. You don't say, oh, give me more bad news, I enjoy it. Most people don't like bad news. They like good news. So when you get a lot of bad news, you start to feel this feeling of fear. Fear is only the sum of bad news that you heard. Fear is actually the opposite of success. Failure is not the opposite of success. Because failure is a state, and success is not a state. Success is a process. It's an ongoing, validated improvement. And fear is the opposite of success. Quite fascinating. So if you want your child to succeed, whatever happens, make sure that you see the good in anything that he's doing, because bottom line, if you look at yourself, and by that you can evaluate others, your intentions are always good. Your child's intentions are always good. Even if they do something bad, they actually intended something good. So validate the good things, you'll get good things. Validate the bad things, you get bad things. Last story, there's a tribe in Africa that they have a very interesting, very interesting custom. When a person is found guilty of doing something really bad, let's say they steal, they didn't work, anything bad they're doing, they have a very interesting handling. They take this person, they're putting him in the middle of the village, and the whole villagers, everyone not working, everyone for 2 straight days, standing around this person and telling him all the good things about him. They found that when they do that, the person never, ever do any bad things again. Can you do it with you? Can you do it with your child? I hope you do, my friend, because success is waiting for you. Thank you very much for listening. See you next time. Bye-bye.